Peaceful Haven Garden here. Good morning. And so here are the seeds that I planted. Today's exactly 12 days. Now some of these was up long before 12 days. These are the cilantro, and I'm gonna put those in one big pot. And I should have just started them off that way because you see they're clustered. So I will probably go ahead and do them and just kind of separate the ones that are not so close together. They're kind of tiny, so I have to be extremely careful not to break them. So I will most likely take up like a big pile at the same time and just put them through a bigger pot. So that's the update on the cilantro. Those was one of the first one that came up. Those was up like within 7 days. These are the basil, and these two are tiny, and I'm gonna transfer those. I'll wait for probably another 2 weeks before I take them on the deck and put them in a bigger pot. These are my squash, and those are bigger, but these two I'm gonna wait probably a week. And all this week is supposed to be 60 and above at night. Now you know that any plant that you bring outside, especially these are considered babies, they need to be outside after once it's get like 60 and above, then I can leave them out. These are my tomatoes, and I started off with one tomato, but I did go get another one. So these are heirlooms, and they're both heirloom, but one beefsteak, and so yeah, they're beefsteak, and I can't remember exactly because I ripped the top off. So it's important to keep label on your stuff so you'll know what you have. So these right here is what I want to talk about. If you recall, these were the first one that I put in the soil. So these are my cucumber, and you see only 2, 3, I can see 2 more coming up there. And then these are the zucchinis, and those 2 are coming up really slow. And you know, I look at seeds, like we know that we sow seed in the natural, and definitely we sow them in the spiritual. Now, sometimes we are waiting patiently to see something manifest in our life that we know we've been faithful, we've been giving, we've been obedient to the word of God, and yet stuff are being delayed, but we know that delay is not denial. With these seeds, like there's seeds all in here. All those slots have seeds, and nothing's up yet, but we know that there are seeds in there, and eventually they have to come out. You know, when you first put them in the dirt, we know that they go in the dirt and it's dark down there, so there's darkness. But with watering and nourishing and praying and believing, your seeds will come alive. So don't lose hope, don't give up, don't give in. Believe that you sowed your seed, and you're trusting and you're believing that God will manifest it for you. Have faith to see it through. Be patient, patiently waiting to see your seeds come alive. I'm waiting for these. They will come. They have to, because they're in there. See, like this slot, there's nothing there yet, but I know that down there in the darkness, there's something that have to eventually come alive. So be encouraged. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. Hold on to what you know you've done. I know that I put seeds in all of those slots, and some are just taking their time to come, but they have to come forth. Now, these are my red onions, and these been in 2 weeks, a little bit longer. And they have to be in here about 14 days now, 14, 15 days. When I first put them in, if any of you was following me since then, they was all droopy and, you know, didn't look like they would do much, but you can see they're all standing strong right now. And onions are something that they'll get pretty tall, but we know that there's a seed in there, the onion, that's gonna eventually, I'll be able to pull them, reap my harvest. Reap my harvest. I can also use the green part as green onions, but also pull the root up and use as red onion. So again, be encouraged. Don't give up. Don't give in. When you plant a seed, know that eventually it will come forth. I have potatoes in this area, but I only see 1 or 2 that's coming up so far. But I know the seeds are in there. Right now they're in a dark place. They're waiting to come out, burst out the ground, and I know that they will come out because they're there. The darkness in the soil right now is still overpowering, but because the sun, we're going to have sunny days, we're going to have rain, and when we don't have rain, I'm going to continue to water them and believe that I will see them manifest. Be blessed. God is in control of everything in our lives, and trust and know that when you plant a seed, be it whatever way you believe planting a seed, whether in the natural or in the spiritual, that it have to come alive. Have a blessed day and do something to bless someone along the way.